Have you ever noticed that some people move through the digital world almost unseen, leaving no photos, no posts, no traces of themselves for others to scroll through? While everyone else is busy curating smiles and capturing moments, these quiet ones simply live. They don't announce what they eat, where they travel, or whom they love, and yet they seem more at ease than most. Psychology tells us this is not indifference, it's awareness. In a culture that equates visibility with worth, they have learned the rare art of being content without an audience. Their silence online is not a lack of confidence, it's proof of it. They understand that the self you build offline is far stronger than the one you perform online. When you no longer need to be seen to feel real, you start to live with a kind of freedom that few ever reach. They know that peace begins where performance ends. While many measure happiness in hearts and followers, these people measure it in calm mornings, deep breaths, and real conversations that never need to be posted. Their minds are uncluttered because they've stopped outsourcing validation. Instead of asking the world, "Do you like me?" they quietly tell themselves, "I'm enough." Psychologists call this self-validation, the ability to draw strength and satisfaction from within. It is the opposite of insecurity. It's emotional maturity in motion. People who rarely post tend to have a stable sense of self. They know what they value, what they stand for, and what they don't need to prove. Research on self-concept clarity shows that those who share less often know themselves better. They don't edit their reality to fit trends or expectations. They live it as it is. That doesn't make them cold or disconnected. It makes them grounded. They understand that the digital mirror is distorted, that comparison is the thief of peace. Psychologists call it social comparison theory, the human tendency to measure our worth against others. But those who remain private have learned to escape that trap. They no longer need to match someone else's highlight reel because they've chosen to honor their own journey, even if it goes unseen. They know that privacy is not secrecy, it's preservation. It keeps life sacred. When you stop sharing everything, you start experiencing everything more deeply. Food tastes richer when you're not photographing it. Sunsets last longer when you're not framing them. Conversations mean more when they're not interrupted by checking how many people are watching. This kind of quiet confidence is also linked to secure self-esteem, a steady, calm assurance that doesn't swing with attention. People with secure self-esteem don't chase approval or dramatize their achievements. They find joy in growth, not in showing growth. Their peace doesn't depend on applause. They are, in psychological terms, emotionally regulated. They can handle solitude without anxiety, criticism without collapse, and success without arrogance. Their strength is internal. They know that likes can't fix loneliness, and filters can't cover fear. They would rather build a life that feels good than one that just looks good. And that takes wisdom. They are thinkers more than talkers. People who stay quiet online tend to process life inwardly. They observe, reflect, and speak only when it adds meaning. This depth of thinking comes from what psychologists call an internal locus of evaluation, judging yourself by your own standards instead of the crowd's. When your compass points inward, trends lose their power over you. You no longer feel the urge to prove anything because truth doesn't need proof. These individuals find fulfillment in authenticity. They post rarely not because they have nothing to say, but because most things aren't worth turning into a performance. Their silence isn't emptiness, it's discipline. Many also understand the emotional cost of constant exposure. Every post invites opinion, every share opens a door to judgment. People who value privacy know that not everyone deserves access to their inner world. They guard it, not out of fear, but out of respect for themselves. They practice what psychologists call selective vulnerability, sharing deeply, but only with those who have earned that privilege. They live with the quiet wisdom that not everything needs to be explained, and not every joy needs to be displayed. In their stillness, they keep power, and ironically, their privacy often makes them more genuine in real life. Because they're not performing, they can be present. They don't talk to impress. They talk to understand. They don't photograph every moment. They live it fully. Their relationships are smaller, but stronger. Their happiness quieter, but steadier. They may not post affection online, yet they love deeply offline. They may not show success, yet they build it patiently. Their fulfillment is private, their peace protected. The world may call them mysterious, but mystery is just what clarity looks like when it chooses silence. They've realized that every time you share, you give away a piece of yourself to strangers who can't truly see you. They choose to keep those pieces whole. Their refusal to overshare is not rebellion, it's restoration, a return to what it means to live authentically. They are proof that invisibility can be a kind of strength, that the less you seek attention, the more you command it naturally. So next time you see someone who never posts, never updates, never seeks the spotlight, remember this. They are not disconnected from life. They are deeply connected to themselves. They don't need to be seen to exist. They exist fully, silently, powerfully. Their confidence is quiet, their awareness deep, and their happiness self-made. In a culture of noise, they are peace. In a world of filters, they are truth. And in the endless scroll for validation, they are the rare ones who have already found what everyone else is still searching for: contentment. Because in the end, the highest form of confidence isn't showing the world who you are. It's knowing who you are when the world isn't watching. This is the Knownsense, where we don't just scroll through people's lives, we understand the mind behind them.